Cartagena, really pretty place. Lovely marbled streets and plenty of historic buildings, etc. I've just realised that I've got a lanyard around my neck, so I can't actually pull the camera away any further from my neck. And we stopped by this little fountain to watch this pigeon having a bath. Look, he's having a lovely time, and he's been observed by the pigeon muncher himself, Captain Ralph, who likes to eat pigeons. Well, in his dreams. Yeah, Cartagena, what a beautiful place. Lovely marbled streets and shaded walkways along these classic shopping streets in some very classic building styles. Looks like French with their lovely balconies there. And these guys are along for the ride. They've got a new carry crate which fits in the buggy. So we love the historic buildings in Spain. Very spectacular and typical beautiful sights to see, along with some lovely sights to see in here as well. Although he's panting a little bit because it's so hot, and Ches is in there somewhere. Yeah, Ches is in there, but he's tucked in. But Ralph, he's having a lovely time, aren't you, darling? Well, it's a farewell to Cartagena on a rather mild morning, and that's a P&O ferry that docks there with a few thousand tourists. But I'm heading up the coast towards Valencia. I was going to cut straight across to Fuerteventura, but there's wind in the wrong direction, and I think I'll just make another little headway up the coast so that the passage across to Ibiza is a little easier. And there are some military ships here, actually, Cartagena. A few minesweepers, looks like 3 minesweepers there. I think that's what Donald Trump wants at the minute, but they're in port in Cartagena. And it's going to be a motoring day today because there's not a great deal of wind in the right direction. I might actually do a bit of tacking, but I'm starting off late actually. It's actually 11:30, and I've probably got about 60 miles to do. So I'll just make the best headway that I can. Ralph is enjoying the ride so far, trying to get comfortable. And it's always quite exciting to see a bit of sea action. So there's 2 tugs here pulling in a large military, looks like a military supply ship here. But those tugs are extremely powerful, huge exhausts and massive propellers that pull these boats in. So that's a pilot boat, I believe. The one that just went behind it is a full-blown tug. Yeah, it's quite a busy port here for military shipping, and a little bit bigger than Mystique, and quite awe-inspiring to be so close to such a big vessel. And the marina is very nice. Loads of restaurants and things to do, and the canal actually is really nice, pretty experience to go down. It's about 5 meters deep. You can see the bridge now fully open, and we're going to pass through. So I'm going to switch back to the helm and off we go. And I was going to head directly over to Ibiza, but there's no wind today, so I'm just going to motor probably another sort of 40 miles north towards Alicante, and moor up over there in an anchorage. And then tomorrow there's a little bit of wind, probably about between sort of 9 and 15 knots maximum. So hopefully I shall get a nice gentle passage over to Ibiza. There's a bridge, fully open, and lots of people watching the proceedings of us all heading out like a road train back out to sea. You can see there's 3 boats and a few more in front. And you can see there on my chart plotter, us heading out through the channel. And that takes us out to sea, and we turn left towards Alicante. And directly opposite is more or less Ibiza. Here's a nice shot of the road train heading out to sea. And a few more in front. So when I made my way down the Atlantic coast January and February, it was very solitary. I was the only one crazy enough to do it, especially in the worst storms in 25 years. But here now it's Boat City. I'm surrounded in the middle of June by lots and lots of people enjoying themselves on their boats. And Ralph is he's very relaxed with the proceedings. In one of his favourite places, actually, just under the bimini. He likes to sleep under there. And as we chug out of Marmina, he's just taking it easy, aren't you, Ralph? Hey, buddy. Here he comes. He's come to see what's going on now. See if there's any fish or seagulls. So I've just left the anchorage near Marmina, and I noticed a load of like seagrass floating around the anchorage, and thought nothing of it, but set off this morning and my engine started to cough out steam, very little water coming out the back, and problem of weeds stuck in the raw water. So you can see here why I've got the problem. I've had to, in the middle of the sea with it rolling like crazy, and you can see there's no way my cooling water is going to get through that. Yeah, so that's my problem. And what was happening was the telltale signs are steam. That means that there's not enough cooling water going through, and it's actually boiling the seawater as it goes through. So it's issuing half water and half steam with a very, very poor flow. So now I can actually see from one end to the other out of this. So that's going to improve my water flow. I'm actually about 5 miles off the coast as well. I'm very, very lucky that it's as calm as anything. So it means that I've been able to get down and wrestle and get this off and hopefully repair it, and then I'll be underway. So here's my raw water inlet, and I know that it's working because when I turn it on, there's a really good gush. That means that the problem is between the raw water and the strainer, and that's where I discovered all the green grass. So it's absolutely no fun working in the engine compartment with a engine that's been running and it's red hot, and it's also about 28 degrees out here as well. But what I've done is I've got rid of all of the seagrass that was stuck in my water system, and if I turn on the seacock now, this should gush full of water, and that's exactly how we want it to be. So it's the moment of truth. Cleaned out all the seagrass, and I'm just going to start the engine and see whether it makes that bit of difference that gets us all the way to Ibiza. So, start procedure. That looks pretty good to me. That's more like it. So I'm going to check my freshwater cooling water now, just to make sure that boiling off has not boiled a lot of my water in my header tank. So I'm going to switch the engine off, top that up, and then off we go. So in front of me now is port of Alicante, and it's actually 6.4 something nautical miles, and on my chart plotter here you can see that's me. There's Alicante, and I'm heading for this little cove here, which is already got lots of boats moored up, so have to be careful when I go in, make sure I've got space for that. But yeah, it's been a kind of okay day sailing, motoring all the way. No wind today, and I'm going to park up. Hopefully there'll be a bit of wind tomorrow to get across to Fuerteventura or Ibiza, one of the two. So this is Cala Sayona on Formentera, just south of Ibiza, and there's a beautiful beach over there, and this is the most divine mooring. There must be 40-50 boats here, all having a lovely time, and there's a restaurant over there and a hotel which I've been over to on Mystique, which has performed really well, and There's a water taxi that'll come and get you and also bring you food as well, so you can dial up on VHF 74 and order a big tray or a pot of paella, and a rather handsome guy will come out on his rib and deliver it to you. So today is a day before I motor up to Santa Eulalia, which is where I've got my next 4-day mooring, and there I'm going to reprovision, put some more water on, and then after that I'm heading to Mallorca, to Palma, which is where my daughter lives, and we're going to have a right old family time sailing and enjoying the company of family on the island of Mallorca.